So I guess when I look at Hinduism in my life every day, there's four main pillars of Hinduism, and there's like the intellectual side where you read the texts and the scriptures, and then there's what is called bhakti, which is the worship. So that's like more devotional when you go to the temple and you sing or you just do your own prayer. And then there is what is called marg, which is like community service, or another word for it would be seva in Sanskrit, but it's more like volunteering in your community and making the place where you live a better place. And then the last one is beyond, which is yoga, and that's what I guess here, at least in the Western Hemisphere, a lot more people are familiar with yoga and meditation and stuff like that.
I'm half Eastern Indian. I didn't really grow up, my mom, she came from India like at 3 or 4, so I didn't really grow up very, I guess, Indian. Kind of very American background, because that's what mostly my mom had for most of her life.
Well, my name is Suresh Kumar. I was born and raised in a Hindu family, and Hinduism is a big part of my life. We take, you know, like every 2 weeks we take like a trip to a temple and we pray, and we always celebrate all the festivals at my house and stuff. And I think it's really important because sometimes you lose sight of Hinduism in the West because it's not as prominent here as it is back home in India. And I think it is important for all of us to keep the traditions and keep the festivities and celebrations going, and that's a very important part of my life. And it teaches me a lot about my own religion and about how Hinduism was viewed in the eastern part, like in India as well.
I guess when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is I meditate, and then I also do a small prayer, which, I mean, it's about 8 minutes long. So I just say that first, and then I meditate. And the meditation takes about 20 minutes. And so I just do it like I brush my teeth, and then I meditate. And then I start getting ready for the day.
Hinduism is not just about, you know, performing chants and praying God. It's also about, being a Hindu is also about, like, you know, like, showing kindness, helping other people. I meditate sometimes. I wake up and I do a chant also, which, I mean, that's part of, like, a very obvious part of Hinduism. I chant God's name to calm myself down.
My grandma actually bought me this book called The Idiot's Guide to Hinduism. so I've read some of that, and I've learned a lot from that, and I'm learning a lot from HSA. And I mean, I learned a little bit sometimes, like whenever we visit my grandparents and those kind of things, I learned some then as well.
It's about having an open heart and being warm to other people and having an open mind as well.